There once lived a young man who wanted to build something of his own. Not just a business, but a life that felt meaningful. A life where his work mattered. A life where he could look back one day and say, "I built this with my own hands." Every morning, he woke before the sun. Every night, he went to bed with his mind still working. Despite his effort, progress felt slow, too slow. One evening, feeling frustrated, he went to visit an old mentor who lived near a wide river at the edge of town. The river separated two areas. On one side stood the town safe, familiar, predictable. On the other side was open land, full of opportunity, possibility, and unknowns. The young man spoke quietly. "I'm working hard," he said, "but nothing seems to be happening. I feel like I'm stuck." The mentor listened without interrupting. Then he stood up and said, "Come with me." They walked down to the river. In the middle of the water stood an unfinished bridge. Its foundation was strong. Its pillars were solid, but the bridge stopped halfway across. The young man looked at it and asked, "Why would someone stop building when they were already so close?" The mentor smiled. "Every day," he said, "people come here and start building this bridge. Some work for a week, some for a month, some until they get tired of not seeing results." He paused, and when progress slows, they stop. The young man looked closely. He noticed old tools abandoned near the shore, half-laid planks worn by time, strong foundations that never reached the other side. The mentor picked up a stone and dropped it into the river. "You see," he said, "most people don't fail because they lack talent. They fail because they stop too soon." The young man frowned. "But how do you know when to keep going?" he asked, "and when to change direction?" The mentor looked at the unfinished bridge again. "Effort feels invisible at first," he said. "Progress is quiet. Results whisper before they ever speak loudly." He continued, "Every strong bridge looks unfinished for most of its life." The mentor pointed to the far side of the river. "No one applauds the early work," he said. "No one notices the foundation being laid. But without it," he added, "nothing else can stand." The young man took a deep breath. "So, the problem isn't that I'm failing," he said slowly. "It's that I'm judging the journey too early." The mentor nodded. "In life and in business," he said, "most people quit while they are still becoming." They stood there as the sun dipped low, reflecting across the water. "Remember this," the mentor said. "Success is rarely about sudden breakthroughs. It is built by showing up when nothing is happening, by working when no one is watching, by finishing what others abandon." You'll look back and realize the bridge was completed long before you felt ready to cross it. As the young man walked home, he looked back one last time at the unfinished bridge. For the first time, it no longer looked like failure. It looked like proof that something real was being built, one quiet, patient step at a time. If you feel stuck, if your work feels unseen, if progress feels slower than you expected, remember this: you may not be failing. You may simply be standing in the middle of the bridge, and the only way forward is to keep building.